still ghosts the cinder wall. The river road its hide in silt and straw. I roll the frame beneath the chain fall's jaw, a drowned out prayer waiting on a spark. Her taillights left the night like matches done. I kept the keys and half a heart undone. A socket clicked, small thunder in my hands. I tightened what the water tried to unplan. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back alive the river tried to take. Every nut I thread, every washer I place, forgives a little more of the leaving in her wake. When memory floods and the tide won't break, I torque it to mercy till the steel holds and doesn't shake. Yard out on County 9, weeds through chrome. I barter with the rust for a spine and a home. 94 with a bed straight, 01 with lungs. 88 with a steering box that still remembers turns. Numbers stamped like scripture on the block. I read them slow, let patience find the clock. A gasket breeze where sorrow used to hiss. I grease the hinge and call it tenderness. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back tried to take. Every nut I thread, every washer I place, forgives a little more of the leaving in her wake. When memory floods and the tide won't break, I torque it to mercy till the steel holds and doesn't shake. First fire coughs like a hymn with a crack. Blue smoke spelling out the miles I lacked. I chased the leaks the way I chased her name, tight until the drip forgets its aim. Headlights find the water line and pass, casting out the storm I kept in glass. There's a spec for torque, a feel for right. You learn it in your bones, not by the light. Love's like that, no diagram for stay. Just turn till snug, then back off grace a quarter way. If flood is a teacher with muddy hands, then mercy is a rag that understands. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back alive the river tried to take. Every nut I thread, every washer I place, forgives a little more of the leaving in her wake. mountain doesn't shake.
Morning bus stop, silver mist on Main. Your scarf a small flag of everyday grace. I learned the schedule by the way you hum. Coffee steam drawing halos round your face. Paper ticket tucked like a secret prayer. I keep my distance, but my hope stands near. I mark the minutes by the lift of your eyes, like mileposts on a quiet county drive. I don't need a promise, don't need my name on your skin. I count your smiles like heartbeats, keeping time within. From the bus stop, bookshop, corner booth I've been, it's enough to see you happy. World feels warm again. Used bookstore bell rings soft and thin. Dust turns to daylight when you spin the aisles. You choose old poems with a broken spine. I fold your laughter, save it for the miles. A note I'll never send rests in my sleeve. It says be safe, be bright, be free. I keep my kindness like a porch light on, for strangers and for you. When evenings run long, I don't need a promise, don't need my name on your skin. I count your smiles like heartbeats, keeping time within. From the bus stop, bookshop, corner booth I've been, it's enough to see you happy. World feels warm again. Corner cafe, your window seat, church sun paints the sugar like Sunday snow. You sketch the day in a napkin's edge. I underline the joy that only you might know. My wallet holds ideas small as seeds. I plant them in the road you read. If love is sometimes thunder without rain, let mine be weather you never have to brave. I'll be the quiet that won't ask a single thing, just proof that goodness still knows your name. I don't need a promise,
learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Stalks like 1,000 whispering about where we've been. Sun sliding down in amber tones, fence posts counting time. I put my temper back in its home, let the rosary draw my lines. Every hush can hold a truth, every breeze can see it through. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Let the leaves do the talking for the places I've been. If love is a quiet that mends, then let the bending begin. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. You were standing by the tractor ruts, hands inside your sleeves. We've been speaking in sharpened cuts, louder than we need. Then the prairie took a long deep breath, turned our shouting thin. We watched the tassels nod their heads and let the soft sink in. Words can bruise and words can heal, silence tells me what is real. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Let the leaves do the talking for the places I've been. If love is a quiet that mends, then let the bending begin. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Crickets tuned a steady line, owls kept watch on high. Dirt road dust like chapel wine, stars becoming sky. I took your hand, said half a word, the rest I let go free. You answered with a softer world, just standing next to me. Let the field be our refrain, let the wind unhook the blame. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Let the leaves do the talking for the places I've been. If love is a quiet that mends, then let the bending begin. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Maybe grace is not a speech, but the space we leave between. Maybe peace is what we teach when our edges learn to lean. If the roads can touch and give, we can meet where mercy lives. Bend, don't break. Hear what the heart can't say. Morning came on cotton feet, coffee warmed the room. We talked like rain on a metal roof, simple, kind, and true. I wrote one promise on the day, to hear before I speak, to let the wind show me the way and keep my thunder meek. Every season, every spin teaches us to lean again. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Let the leaves do the talking for the places I've been. If love is a quiet that mends, then let the bending begin. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Hands in yours at the fence line end, we bow like the field and begin. I learned to say less by listening to cornfields bow to the wind. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain, ink like a river on a window pane. I stand in the kitchen with the morning gray, counting the drips while the past won't drain. The clock ticks steady like a porch swing chain. Floorboard creaks say your old sweet name. Steam curls up like a faithful friend. I read every word again. Some letters heal, some letters sting. I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. By the window the basil leans toward light. Your coffee mug waits for another night. Photographs curl at the edges a bit, like the corners of a smile when we almost quit. I measure the sugar, I measure the egg. 2 spoons for courage, 3 for the break. Stir in circles like the years we spun, round and round till the silence won. There's truth in the quiet between the dings. I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain.